Hello and welcome to episode 3 of this Brook map. Just going to get things going this time. Unfortunately, I've had a few problems. That's why this video took so long to come out. So basically, I'm using Sony Vegas to edit all my software. Unfortunately, the trial for it ran out. I wasn't sure whether I'm going to actually pay for it yet or not. So I've been looking around trying to find some other software that's free that I can use, or some cheap software, because Sony Vegas is about it's just $250 I think for Sony Vegas Pro 15, which is what I was using. Um, so I'm I'm sort of struggling to try and find the right sort of software that I need so I can edit the videos the way I want to, basically. Um, so I'm still using Sony Vegas Pro. I did end up decide to pay for it. It wasn't $250. I think I got it for about £100 ish. I can't remember how much it is. Quite expensive, but I'm not just using it for YouTube. I do use it for other things as well. So it's it'll be worth it eventually, especially all the fun of it and everything. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get all these courseplay courses all set up for this field. This is field 28. It's one I wanted to do since the beginning. 'Cause it's basically the biggest field on the map, and I just like doing these big ones. I've had a few problems with this map, but hopefully it's going to sort it out. And the next episode, I'm going to do it a bit differently. So at the moment, I'm just doing all the contracts, trying to get a bit of money, but it's very slow going. So I'm going to do it a bit differently next time. So yeah, I just realised I've gone completely the wrong way. So the way I'm planning on doing it, instead of basically doing one harvest contract per video, which is pretty much what it is now, with a few fertilising contracts, where I'm planning on doing it is I'm just going to keep doing loads of different contracts, and instead of showing majority of the actual contracts that I'm just going to give you I've screenshots of when I started, like things here, maybe a few little bits in between. So hopefully in every episode I'll end up getting quite a bit more money. It's going to take me a lot longer to do. It should speed the videos up, otherwise I'll basically just keep doing the same thing over and over again until I get some money so I can actually do something decent on this map. And what I'm planning on doing eventually is obviously getting my own land. I'll probably get that main yard with the built-in cow pasture. That's already done, and probably do cows and horses as well, and get all that built up. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do after that. It'll be a few of my own fields as well, and this, that, and the other. I'm not quite sure how often I'll be able to get these videos out. So obviously this one come out quite early, as I said earlier. But I think I'm probably going to end up doing either 1 or 2 episodes a week. Either more likely on this one, it's only going to be 1 per week on this, because I think this harvest took about 5-6 hours to do. So I'm going to do multiple contracts per episode. It's going to take me a lot longer. Probably take me a few days to do it all. Not quite sure what my end goal is going to be yet for this map. Maybe something like owning majority of the map, and be able to actually harvest it all, be able to get all the animals, get all the stuff like that done. Not, as I said, I'm not quite sure of the end goal, but I think probably it's going to be maybe 30 to 40 episodes or something like that for this series before I move on to the next one. And what I'm planning on doing on the next one, I know it's quite early yet to think about that, but what I'm planning on doing, all the money and everything I've earned on this on this map, I will end up transferring it over to a new one, so I don't have to start basically from scratch again on this one. And I think on my other Let's Play, because that one, I'm going to show you everything on that one, because that's where I decided to do that, and that's going to take quite a while to do. I haven't got any other plans yet on that. Hopefully my next episode is going to be on that one. I just need to try and find a bit of time so I can actually do it. Obviously, all work commitments and things like that, it just does take a while to do. It's good fun to do, but it does take a while. Also, in this series, the way I'm planning on doing it, Hopefully the episodes are going to be a lot shorter, but I'll be able to get a lot more done in every episode, so I'll be able to do a lot more commentary on them. 'Cause at the moment, really isn't much to talk about what I'm actually doing. So the next few episodes, it's going to be a bit shorter. Going to get a lot more contracts done, and hopefully get a lot more commentary done on them as well. So I don't like doing just time lapse episodes where you just play music and you just watch me play. It's not always as fun. It's better to actually listen to a person as he's thinking about what he's doing and all that sort of stuff. I think that sort of thing makes it a bit better. And plus, there's not that much on YouTube at the moment with it, because most of the time that stuff is just people putting a little bit of text on the screen while they're doing. They're quite fun to watch, but there's not much commentary going on them. So I think that's enough of me talking for now. So I'm going to put a bit of music on, and hopefully you enjoy it. So everything's pretty much set up now in this field. I just need to let it go and fix all the little mistakes it always makes. I think I'm going to put a bit of a jump scene in here. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but I think this is going to be where the first one is. Okay, so I've turned weeds off because it seems to be messing with the growth cycles. Well, no, not the growth cycles, the contracts. So if there's like a growth cycle going through or a weed cycle going through, none of the contracts seem to update. And unfortunately, because of the size of the map, it takes a long time for that growth cycle to complete and for a weed cycle to complete. So during that time, you can't get any contracts. So it seems like you kind of miss quite a few of them. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's so slow on this map. I know on other bigger maps, cycle seems to be very fast, but it could be because this is done by giants. Well, not map wasn't done by giants, but it's went through their testing, so they had to go through all their normal stuff. So I'm guessing they've done it slow for performance reasons, but I don't know. But it's very annoying. I did want to have weeds, but at the moment, unless I can get the contracts to come a bit faster, I don't think it will be possible, unfortunately. I might turn on one again later and see if it's any better when I start getting my own fields or anything. We'll see. There is sort of a workaround you can do. If you're not getting contracts on the fields, all you need to do is basically just save the game, exit and rejoin. And since that seems to get some of the contracts in as well. but unfortunately at the time I didn't realise this, so I didn't find out until later that that actually works. Like I said, you just save, exit, and reload, and it does it. If you keep doing it, you will keep getting contracts. As far as I know, you don't lose any. Um, but you might do, especially if it's like a harvesting contract and it's called towards the end of the time period that it allows it. You might lose it, but if you've already accepted, you should never lose the actual contracts, unless there's a bug or something that auto completes it. Oh yeah, so not long after I turned the weeds off, I started getting contracts again. So hopefully that is the reason. Um, I'll see. Actually, yeah, I'll turn the weeds off. Um, no, turn the weeds back on even, and see if that changes it. I'll also change the growth cycle as well, so that might have been it. So I'm going to change that back to slow, and see if I start getting my normal speed. And I'll just have to play around with the settings and see which one's going to give me the contracts at the right times. Yeah, I've got quite a few fertilising contracts now, so hopefully I should get quite a bit of money in, and then be able to get the headers that I need to do the next lot of harvests. Yeah, I kind of don't like repairing from there, but it's just a bit more expensive. But because of the size of the field, it's better to try and keep the headers repaired, just so they go a bit faster. Well, just so they go at their normal speed, really. Otherwise, it'll just take longer and longer and longer. Yeah, I was looking at new tractors earlier because this one, even though it's almost powerful enough to run this, it's still a bit slow. It's fast enough once it gets up to speed, but it's just getting up to speed that it struggles with. So I'm probably going to look into getting a bigger tractor at some point. So I only got this one because it's very cheap. It's for 261 horsepower. It's only like what 140, 150,000, which is really good and really good tractor to get for a price. But unfortunately, it's not quite powerful enough for this. But I won't be getting it for a bit. Just I need to get some headers. There's quite a few other little bits I need to get first. This is still gonna cope quite well with it. So yeah, I'm not gonna upgrade it for a while. And probably once to do, I'm probably not going to sell this one either. Probably going to use it for fertilizing or something like that, and sell one of the other low horsepower ones I'm not going to use. I'm going to end up getting a mother bin, which is a mod, which basically is a mobile storage unit sort of thing, which you just park by the side of a field. Once it starts getting crop in it, you can't actually move it because it's way too heavy. But if you can just load into it on the side of a field, then you can just use one transport truck to start unloading it. Otherwise, I can't use the setup that I'm using now with just one transport truck because it's not going either not going to be fast enough, or all the unloaders come at the same time, so it ends up not unloading. That's why I'm using two different types to unload the harvesters at the moment. But yeah, that thing costs like 80,000 for the base. It's 185,000 litre capacity. Yeah, it can go up to 2 million, which I don't know if I'm going to get that because it's a bit ridiculous, but I'm not quite sure what size I'm going to go for yet. Probably just the base level to start with, then see how that copes with a few overloaders, but probably don't need more than two overloaders with a free harvest setup. I'm not going to buy a fourth one for quite a while yet. There's quite a few other little bits I need to get, and I need to buy my own plot of land first as well. Yeah, so I've picked up all the fertilising contracts. Take them all at the same time, just make it easy so I can decide where to go and try and get it done as effectively as I can. But they do take a while to do anyway. Hopefully, I think it also slows the growth down as well, because like they won't grow now. Or once I've got fertilising, they won't grow anymore. And they also, if they're on their like second growth cycle, they actually revert back to their first. So it's just after it's been seeded. I'm not quite sure why it does that, but it does always seem to do that. So it happened to me several times with other maps where I thought, oh, I'll buy that field. I'll just do the fertilising contract on it first, get a bit more money. Then I'll buy the food after. It's the same crops I'm already doing, and it's on the same growth cycle as my already crop. So I thought, oh yeah, do a fertilising contract, and it just reverts it back. It's just a little annoying, but I think I do understand what it's doing. 'Cause you only can do fertilising contracts, like the first one on the first growth cycle. But I don't know if it goes back more than one, because I've only really seen it go back like one growth cycle. It's just going slow because of the hill. I haven't got the bigger engine in this. I know it just struggles sometimes. That's very strange. I've never noticed that before. Where it doesn't look too much of a big hill. It's a little bit of a hill, but I've never had the harvesters go that slow before. The only map I've had problems with it is on, where is it? Millwall Manor Farm. But that only normally happens when it hits the butterflies on there, which has got collisions on it, so nothing can really get past it. We even had harvesters flip because the butterfly got underneath the harvester and it's basically just flipped it. Yeah, that actually is quite a steep hill. And here, it does look a lot steeper. I can tell the other tracks are struggling as well now. But the other harvesters didn't struggle as much as that first one. So, not quite sure. It must have been a very steep little bit. I think by the time I finish this field, I should have enough to get the 3 other headers that I need to do the other harvesting contracts. I think this one and the fertilizer one should be enough to get all that stuff I need. Then I just need to do a few more to get a plot of land. Yeah, then I think I'll get enough stuff for what do you call it? Some grass work. There's some nice mods out that will make the grass work quite a lot easier. Plus, there's some big contracts I can use for that, and I can just set that going and leave that running for quite a while without much interference. Plus, if I do end up doing cows or horses or something like that, having that sort of equipment might be useful. So one point about this map as well, got a big forest area here, but I don't know why they've done it, but for some reason you can't actually do forestry there. Yeah, so I'll just show you. That's the main plot of land, which is 11 million. So all this area up here, you can't get access to any of that. Like there's an invisible wall where they see where that mound is. That's all invisible. I get why that's on a different bit. Same with these bits here. These are houses all up here. Um, but this bit, that's a forest just there. So I don't understand why that's on there. That little bit, I'm not quite sure what that is at the moment. We also got this little plot of land here, which I don't get why it's included in this. 'Cause that's just like a grass field, which is quite good for placeables and things like that. There's another forest there. These little bits all around here, they're all forests as well. So I don't understand why they're all included in it. So all around the edge of the map, I get that. So all around here, there's an invisible wall all the way around, which you can't get access to. But it's all these little bits in the middle that I don't understand why they've included that in there. So I might not be doing forestry, but if I do, I'm going to end up having to cheat some money in just so I can get this plot of land. So I can do forestry around here. Because that's the only way I can see it. So I don't like cheating money unless I doing like testing or want to use really, really big equipment right from the start. But normally I don't cheat the money in. Yeah, I was just working out which fertilizer I wanted to do in what order to make it a bit easier. I probably won't end up having to do it in the order I'm thinking of, because obviously I have to refill, so I'll probably have to change it according to that. Yeah, I should have enough to do this first one, but after that I'll probably need to refill before I go off and do any others. Yeah, so I'll keep removing the assignments for the overloaders because otherwise they're just waiting for harvest to go up to back behind it, which is a good way of doing it. Keeps it out of the way, but it can be a bit slow, especially if you're here anyway. You can just remove the combine and it'll go straight to the next one. Makes it a bit easier, especially when I'm starting getting up to this top part of the field, because the transport between the harvesters and where I need to unload is obviously just getting bigger and bigger. That's why they keep going full and stopping all the time. Right, so I haven't modified this map yet, but I might end up doing it because I don't normally like doing ones from the mod hub because when you modify it yourself, you can't. Well, the updates for them don't really work, and it can cause quite a few other problems. But I might end up doing it because this area here, this whole area is a bunker. It's just one bunker. I've already tried on a test map to try and see if I can raise the ground, see if I can get above it, but it seems to be very high. And I can go low, but it won't look very good. So I might end up modifying it and just deleting this bunker area. This is a nice big area, but I don't like this massive area because as far as I know, if I just dump it all in, compact it all, that's it. I can't put any more in if I want to. So I might be getting some other bunkers with a back wall on it because they've not long come out. So I might be getting a few of them. We're putting them across the back wall just around here somewhere. Just so I can get like two. So if I do end up doing, especially if I do cows, I will need to do it. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 closed end ones around the back if I do end up doing it. But I don't think that's going to be for a while. But that was just a thought I had when I was working out what I'm planning on doing around here. But also, this little barn here, even though it doesn't show it on the map, this area actually does. Was it straw, wood chips? I think I'm sure it does grass and hay, but I can't remember now. But it doesn't actually show it on any of the information. It just so I've come under here and I can unload it all, and you can load it into this little bit here as well. I don't know the capacity, which is really weird, and you can't delete any of these buildings, which is really annoying. You can't sell any. You can sell the silo, I think. I haven't tried it, but it does come up with the option to sell it, but that's it. None of your buildings, there's no real modification you can do it yourself, which I don't really like. I do like having the built ones because they do really a good job, but I do like the option of removing them myself if I don't want it or I want something slightly different. Yeah, so I finished that big fertilising contract, and I'm going to do the small one on 13 as well. Um, but I think the majority of the money from them is just going to go into buying more fertiliser, repairing and refueling all my equipment, because a lot of it needs refueling now, which is going to cost a few thousand. It won't take all the money I got, so I should still have enough, even if I don't get any more with the contracts in 28 to get the headers I need. But either way, I've still got more fertiliser ones to do, so I should get enough money in to get all the headers I need. Not I was going to buy the lands afterwards, or save up enough to get it, but I'm not sure if I am at the moment. I would have to see how much money I end up getting and what I've got left to do, and sort of decide from there. So I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll see. Okay, I don't know what the problem was there, but for some reason it weren't moving. I don't understand. Right, I have no idea what this is doing now. It just went up to the harvesters and just turned around and come back. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Yeah, it could be the fact that I still had a harvester assigned to it, even though it's just unloaded. But yeah, I don't know. Never seen anything like that before. And yeah, I think the game's just crashed. Right, okay, so I've figured out what caused the crash. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to fix it. Last time, a couple of times it's happened, I thought it was because of patch 1.3, something to do with that. But I think it's all for the same reason now. It's basically when you do harvesting contracts, you only have to harvest a certain percentage of the field. Once you've done that and delivered it, uh, all the rest of the crop is yours, and you get the money from it. So what happens with these seems to be with these big fields. Uh, Once you've halved that percentage and delivered all the crop, contract auto completes. Then for some reason on this map you can't continue to harvest. The game just ends up crashing, which has actually happened a few times. So I think it's been every time it's happened. I did sort of work it out this time and try to basically I tried to complete the contracts. I didn't lose any money. I'd got the actual normal money for it. And then I saved the game, and I was going to end up cheating the money in so I can buy this land and finish the harvest. Fortunately, I completely forgot that just so I completed the contract, all the crop disappeared. Um, so now all the crop that was left here that was supposed to be essentially mine, I've lost it all. So I know I'm just going to have to collect what I've already harvested and then sell it. Still going to get me quite a bit of money, but unfortunately nowhere near as much as I was supposed to have got with all the extra crop. So I think I'm going to draw the episode to a close here because that's just really annoyed me. So I'm just going to finish. Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to finish collecting the rest of this crop, Then I'm going to draw the episode to a close. Just to see where all these weeds are, that's how much crop was left, and it's quite a lot of crop that's still left. It's probably near enough, what 150,000 worth of crop, maybe something like that. It was basically the same as the contract again. So unfortunately lost quite a bit of money. I'm not going to cheat that money that I think I've lost. I'm just going to go with what I've got here and just have to go from there, and hopefully it's not going to happen again, but it more likely will. So I don't actually normally do contracts on these big fields. When I've done them before, I've normally just harvested them myself. So I don't know if it is this map or it's just that's the way unfortunately works in general. So yeah, really annoying, but there's not exactly a lot I can do about it. So I'm just gonna finish all this off and call this episode to a close. I was gonna end it once I've done this field anyway. But yeah, it's really annoying. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like. If not, dislike. And if you want to see more videos, remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.